Hey, you are back with comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. How the fuck are you? How are you feeling? I'm tipping there's some serious hangovers going on today. The second day of the year. You would have drank through Jan 1 for sure. I mean, you stay up till midnight and then you kick on until about 5 a.m. Maybe crash out for a little bit, wake up still drunk, and then just kick on Jan 1. The new year really starts Jan 2, and for some, around Jan 16, 17. I'm sure there's some vicious come downs going on at the moment, and I do not miss that shit. And there's a bunch of new listeners. How are you, new listeners? How are you feeling? What have you done? Have you decided to quit alcohol? Is that your New Year's resolution, is it? Did you type into Spotify, quitting alcohol podcast? Well, you're here, you're on day 1, so I am speaking to you from the future. I'm at day 230. So if you're serious about giving up alcohol as your New Year's resolution, just listen to this piece of advice. Abandon it immediately. No, seriously, don't even start. I am 230 days down the road from where you are now, and it ain't fucking pretty. What I would do is, I would go directly to the fridge, I would open a beer, or pour yourself a glass of wine, or a whiskey, whatever you drink. I would sit down in a comfortable chair, I would take a sip, I'd put my feet up, and just make peace with the piece of shit I am. That's what I would do. It's a long, hard road ahead of you. I swear, I don't even think I had a good day for the first 6 months. There's an episode called Good Day. I think it's 180 or something in. That was my first good day. So all at the same time, I gave up alcohol, cigarettes, and sugar, and I started meditating, and I was miserable. I was fucking miserable that whole time. And just because I gave up alcohol doesn't mean that outlet I was using alcohol for didn't pop up in other places. It did. I ended up getting back on the cigarettes, back on the sugar, ended up chain smoking like a pack a day for months and eating ice cream out of a tub and suppressing my tears with KFC and Doritos. I think for about 3 months, I desperately wanted to cry and couldn't. So if you're bursting into tears now, just let it flow. If you can cry, you're ahead of the game. I dropped a bunch of weight and then I put it directly back on, and now I'm possibly in the worst shape in my entire life. And you can forget about fun. Fun is over for you. You're done. Those high highs, those unmatched, beautiful highs you get from drinking, they are over. And you're not getting them from starting a salsa dancing class either. You're not going to get those highs from helping out the homeless. Because that's what you're thinking of doing, isn't it? You're like, I'll quit alcohol, I'll turn my whole life around, I'll start exercising, I'll help out the homeless. And I'm not saying you can't do that. I'm saying you won't do that. I'm saying there's 0% possibility you'll do that. I'm not trying to be negative here, but let's face it. If you're listening to this podcast, you're the same type of piece of shit I am. And that's why I love you. And we can be sober pieces of shit together. Alright, I'll try and think of some positive things about giving up alcohol. You lose most of your friends, which is good. They stop talking to you, which if you have friends like mine, that's a good thing. What else is there? What other positive things are there? You'll find mild pleasure in stuff like, I don't know, achieving your goals, living up to your potential, hard work, like mild pleasure. There's a lot of positives. It takes 6 months to see those positives, I reckon. If you can hang in for 6 months, you'll start seeing some positivity. The first 3 months, it depends how hard you were drinking, but if you're trying to quit drinking, it's obviously a little bit of a problem. The first 3 months is like getting out of a fog. Like, what the fuck happened for the last 2 decades? Was I in control at all? What was going on? And then 6 months in, you'll have that one good day and you're like, Jesus Christ, this is all right. and there'll be another 3 months till you have your second good day. Then there's a lot of days that feel exactly the same. And I think that's why you originally drink, because shit is boring as fuck. The people you hang around are boring, your job's boring, day-to-day life's boring, so you decide to spice it up with a bit of booze. That's why people binge on the weekends, because everything sucks. If you're new to this podcast, just listen from day one, and you can track the roller coaster I've been through to get to here, 230 days. And if you are a new listener and you are giving up alcohol and that's your plan, hit me up on social media, send me a message, tell me what your plan is. I'll be happy to have a chat. I like interacting with the listeners. There's a lot of booze hounds listening to this podcast that haven't even considered giving up booze. But if it is a problem for you, you're doing the right thing. Obviously, it can fuck you right up. So hit me up. I'm Boyle Comedy on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. If you enjoy the podcast, rate, review, subscribe to it, share it with your friends, and I can't wait to hear some of these New Year's resolution plans you all got. All right, see ya fucking later.